Hello, hello, friends. This is Becky with Becky Budgets, just coming on here to do our Friday cash stuffing. One of my favorite days because we get some money, money, money. Anyways, thank you to each and every one of you who has subscribed to this channel. I am currently on a journey with my husband to pay off $69,000 worth of debt in order to possibly get into our first home within the next 5 years. If that's something that you are wanting to follow us on, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you hit that notification bell, you'll be notified of any content that I post. And to those of you who have been with me for a while, thank you so very much. And thank you for liking my content because it is getting it out there and we're getting some more viewers. So thank you. So as always, let's go ahead and get started with closing out our last week. So here are my 2 envelopes, and then let me get my change out. We've got quite a bit. So we've got some change. I'm going to go ahead and put that into our anniversary jar. As I've shared before, we aren't going to cash that in until October, which is our anniversary month, and we'll see if that will pay for our anniversary dinner. Now, I am trying a couple new things this week with groceries. Oh, I just moved the G. Ooh, I gotta fix it. Anyways, I had a couple coupons that I got from our grocery store. And I figured that it can't hurt to use them on things that we're already buying. I had steered away from coupons for a long time because I realized I was buying a lot of things I didn't need. So now that I have reintroduced them into my life, I make sure to only use coupons for things that we actually do buy and we do need. So that being said, we don't have any money to roll over to this next week. We are going to go ahead and fill $200 today. So let me just make sure it's all here. So we've got 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 155, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, and 200. So yep, it is all there. So let's go ahead and sort this. How was everyone's week? Mine was pretty stressful up until yesterday when I did take 2 days off. So my husband and I were able to reconnect, have a good time, and that is always good, especially when you're going into a weekend. So as always, I like to go ahead and start with my variable envelope binder. Groceries was actually met 2 weeks ago. So we're actually going to take $100 out of groceries and put it into my grocery envelope for our weekend grocery shop. Perfect. That's going to leave us with our $100 buffer going into next month. We are going to be pulling our check from the 28th or pushing it to August. So hopefully we can go ahead and refill the envelope for next week. Gas is not going to be getting anything this week. I did fill up earlier this week, so we currently have 51, 52, 50, 70, 80. So we have $280. We'll see if we have to fill up within the next week or so. And obviously we do have that funded. Fur babies, I did end up having to buy their food and some treats. So this did get depleted. So we've got 100, 120, 130, 135. Now I like to keep this at $200. So In the month of August, instead of putting the 150 in there, I'm just going to budget to put 70 so that we can get back to $200 in there. Now this week, my personal is going to go ahead and get filled. If you remember, I actually rolled my die to see how much of my personal was going to go into my Chicago savings. And I've got my cheat sheet right next to me. So we have $72 going into my personal and $28 that are going to go into our Chicago savings. So the $72 that are going in here, it's pretty easy. We've got 50, 70, 71, and 72. And this is the money that I'm going to use until our next fill. Hubby did get his $50, but we left that in the account since he likes to leave that in there. Miscellaneous got hit a little bit. Luckily, when we did go camping, we didn't spend as much as I thought we were going to. I think, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but we only spent about $43, and 10 of those was going to Jamba Juice because it was so hot. So we've got $1, $2, and $3 left in our miscellaneous. And I did use the miscellaneous this past week to pay the overage in our grocery because I went over by $9, and also for that Jamba Juice. Eating out doesn't get anything today, but it's currently sitting at $20, $21, $22, and $23. I am happy to report that I went ahead and deposited the $170 that we had in here, and it wasn't $170. It was $190 that was in here, and added that with our contribution to our snowball this month. So we ended up paying $241 onto our snowball debt for the month. I do have a confession. My husband's Barclay card came back with an offer to go ahead and do a balance transfer. And that one is a 0% through August of next year. So I did it. I went ahead and transferred our Capital One account to my husband's Barclay, and you'll see that kind of in our budget coming up. The interest that they charged to do the transfer fee was $53. So we'll have to account for that the first month we pay it back. But I am confident that we will pay off the Dell and the Capital One before time is up. So just wanted you all to be aware that that is going to be showing up on the budget in the future. Now, my Chicago savings is going to get $28. So it's going to be a 20, a 5, and 1, 2, and 3. So Chicago savings is currently sitting at 50, 70, 90, 95, 96, 97, and 98. So $98 in the Chicago savings. Now, in order to bulk this up a little bit, I'm waiting it out till the end of the month, and when we go to refill these other envelopes, and any overage that I have, besides fur babies, is going to go into the savings to kind of bulk that up a little bit. So we'll see how the next week treats us. Now let's go ahead and get into our sinking fund binder. Medical actually got hit quite a bit this week. We had 3 copays to pay. I did get charged for one of them this morning. That was from a doctor's visit back in May. So my bubble was burst because I was so happy that we had $300 in here, and I am curious to see how much we have now. So in medical, we currently have 100, 150, 170, 190, 200, 210, and 215. So we've got $215. I am hopeful that within the next 2 weeks, we'll be able to get enough for the $250 deductible that we have on my insurance plan, which is when we'll be starting our IVF journey. Linus and Leo, they're going to go ahead and get their weekly 15. And this goes to cover any vet fees. So they're currently sitting at 100, 200, 220, 40, 50, 55. So $255 in Linus and Leo. Household is going to go ahead and get 15. So let's go ahead and add that. So household is currently sitting at 20, 30, 40, and $45. Now we've got gifts to fill. Gifts is going to go ahead and get its weekly 15. So gifts is sitting at 50, 70, 80, 85, 90, 91, and 92. So we've got $92 in gifts. And we do have a couple birthdays coming up in August, so that will be helpful. Our car maintenance is going to go ahead and get 15. There we go. So car maintenance is going to go ahead and sit with 100, 150, 170, 180, 190, 200, 205, 210, 211, 12, and 13. So we've got $213 in our car maintenance fund. One thing that has quickly moved up on the list is that yours truly is going to need some new tires before winter. So hopefully we can get this bulked up to cover oil changes and new tires before snowfall. That does seem really far away though, because it's been really hot out here, and camping was no fun, because even though if it's hot here, it's still hotter than normal in the mountains, and it was quite unbearable. Vacation is going to go ahead and get $5. So vacation now has $5, $10, $11, and $12. I'll be honest with you, I'm surprised we had anything left. I was able to pull a lot of stuff right from our freezer and use that to feed us while we were up there. So we were able to keep everything to quite a minimum, and I did have a little bit of an overage. Renter's insurance is going to go ahead and get its weekly $3. We just paid $105 into this. We had to cash flow it. So I'm hoping to get the renter's insurance envelope to about $120 before I kind of retire it. And I'll go over this in my next video, but I've been keeping track of everything that we've had to cash flow this year because we didn't have savings for. And I do know of at least 2 envelopes that we're gonna go ahead and have to add in once this one's met and once car registration is met. So that'll be in our future. We've got 20, let's start that over. We've got 20, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, and 51. So I expect we'll be done putting money into this probably in the next 3 months, and then we can start putting this money towards another snowball debt. Not snowball, sinking fund debt. So car registration gets $3 as well. These are not due until March and April of next year. Same plan here. I'm planning on saving about $120 in here to cover both my husband and I's car registration. Once that's met, we'll go ahead and reintroduce another envelope to start saving for those. So car registration has 20, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, and 51. We're almost at the point where we're able to cover one of our cars. So that's exciting. And then last but certainly not least is our emergency fund. So our emergency fund usually gets the last four that are in our snowball or sinking fund. I don't know why I've got snowball stuck in my head. Maybe because it's so hot and I wish there was a snowball in my life. But from our sinking funds, to keep it at an even 100 when I pull it out of the bank, I put the last $4 into our emergency fund to steadily have that grow. There's no real stress in that because we did end up saving the $1,000, which were our initial goal. So we do have that in our savings account, and I do leave a placeholder in here for it. So currently, with just saving the $4 of overage to round it up to $100, since this second week we've been filling our envelopes, we currently have 50, 60, 61, 62, 63, and 64. So we've got $1,064 in our emergency fund. Well, friends, once again, we have come to an end. Thank you to each and every one of you who has watched this video, and I hope that you enjoyed. I hope that you all have an amazing weekend. If it's warm where you are, I hope it cools down just a little bit. I hope that you have an awesome weekend. I'll be back tomorrow because I'm thinking of doing my August monthly budget tomorrow. So since we're getting so close to the new month, and I'll be back on Sunday with our first week in August budget. Thank you as always. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, friends.